Standard operating procedure for heavy-duty CNC double-end precision cutting saw for aluminum profiles. Pre-startup, inspection, and preparation procedures. After the equipment is positioned at the designated workstation, leveling must be performed first using a high-precision spirit level. Adjust the machine table to a horizontal state by rotating the leveling feet at the bottom of the equipment. After air supply is connected, the working pressure must be set. Operate by pulling up the adjustment knob on the air filter regulator lubricator FRL unit. Rotate slowly to adjust the pressure gauge needle to the 0.6 to 0.8 megapascals range. After the gauge reading stabilizes, press the knob down to lock it, completing the setting. Fill the reservoir of the automatic oiler with the specified dedicated lubricating oil. After completion, tighten the filler cap securely. Fill the coolant tanks of the left and right saw heads with dedicated cutting fluid. To ensure reliable clamping without damaging the profile, the clamping force must be adjusted according to the material. Pull out the adjustment devices on the left and right saw heads respectively, rotate to set the appropriate pressure, and press to lock immediately after adjustment. This machine uses a 3-phase 5-wire system L1, L2, L3, and P. Connect each wire sequentially and securely to its corresponding terminal. After powering on, immediately observe the phase sequence protector. If it displays or similar indication, it signifies the 3-phase power supply sequence is correct. Pneumatic, positioning, and cooling system adjustment. The forward cutting speed is controlled by the advance cylinder, and the return speed is regulated by the damping cylinder. By rotating the air pressure regulating valve and the flow control valve on the spray devices of the left and right saw heads respectively, you can independently control the air output and coolant output of the spray, thereby adjusting the spray range, coverage, and coolant concentration. Loosen the rear fixing bolts. Slide the entire gauge assembly along the guide rail to precisely align its front positioning surface with the saw curve. Then lock it for positioning. If the workpiece length exceeds its operational range, it must be completely removed and stored properly to prevent interference. Human-machine interface HMI layout and operation instructions, language selection. After the equipment is powered on, the HMI will enter the initialization screen. Directly select the desired operating language from the main screen. Human-machine interface HMI layout and operation instructions, manual processing. From the main menu, click the manual processing button, and the system will switch to the manual processing operation interface. Using the controls in this area, you can independently set the tilt angles of the left and right saw heads and choose between independent single head operation or synchronized double head operation mode based on processing requirements. After entering the target dimension in the cutting length parameter field, the system will automatically determine and enter the corresponding working mode based on this value: standard length cutting, over length cutting, or short length cutting. Note: before executing over length cutting mode, the front positioning gauge must be removed as per procedure to prevent interference. Profile height setting. You can directly input the value in the corresponding parameter field or call up pre-stored historical data from the profile height database. Print settings module, used to enable, disable the barcode printing function, and to edit the name and various configuration parameters of the printed barcode to define the output label content. Execute positioning. After setting the target length, click the positioning key, and the right saw head will automatically move to the corresponding positioning point calculated by the program. Execute cutting cycle. After positioning is complete, click the profile clamp, saw start, and cutting feed buttons in sequence on the operation interface to initiate the automatic cutting cycle. This process can also be executed directly via the corresponding physical buttons on the operation console. Emergency procedure. In case of danger, immediately press any emergency stop button on the interface or machine body to force the equipment to stop. Human-machine interface HMI layout and operation instructions. Documents processing scanner code. Enter the Documents Processing Scanner Code interface. In this mode, you can manually create a cutting list, input or edit processing data item by item, and save it to the system upon completion. You can also directly search and call up historical cutting lists from the existing job order library for reuse or modification. Alternatively, you can directly use a scanner gun to read QR codes to efficiently and accurately import external cutting list data into the system without manual input. Execute cutting list process. After selecting a job sequence number in the cutting list, the equipment will automatically move to the corresponding positioning point and adjust the cutting angle. The operator can then begin processing. After completing the set quantity for that sequence number, the equipment will automatically prepare to execute the task for the next sequence number. Processing execution method. Its operation logic is completely consistent with the manual processing mode. The processing can be started and controlled via virtual buttons on the HMI or the corresponding physical buttons on the operation console. Human-machine interface HMI layout and operation instructions. Short material processing. Dedicated short material processing mode. This functional interface is specifically designed for the door and window industry, used to efficiently and accurately complete the cutting and blanking of short profiles such as corner connectors. In the short material processing interface, you need to sequentially set processing parameters such as raw material length, target short piece length, and processing quantity. Simultaneously, the left saw blade thickness is a key tool compensation parameter. After changing the saw blade, it must be updated based on the actual measured value of the new blade to ensure cutting accuracy. Feeding positioning. In short material processing mode, the right saw head acts as the main feeding mechanism. After clicking positioning, it will automatically move to the calculated starting feeding position based on the set short piece length. After placing the material, click the clamp and cut physical buttons on the operation console in sequence. The equipment will automatically trigger a continuous short material cutting cycle until the set quantity is completed. Human-machine interface HMI layout and operation instructions. Bluetooth ruler work documents. Enter the Bluetooth ruler work documents interface. In this interface, using the connected Bluetooth measuring ruler, measure the length of each glazing bead on the window sash sequentially. The data will be automatically recorded into the system. After entering the profile height and selecting the glazing bead orientation horizontal left, right, or top, bottom, the system will automatically perform material height compensation calculation, subtracting the thickness of the corresponding glazing bead to ensure the bead can be accurately placed into the window sash.